Brown and Juan Santiago. So, Willie, DaCarree Scott, tell the tape.
I have both gentlemen here. As you alluded to earlier, DaCarree Scott's 5'10", 4-0, 4 knockouts. There's a huge age difference here. There's a 14-year age difference here. So you would expect the younger fighter to come out and make the older fighter have to work. But like we alluded to earlier, which has been the story all night, this guy has 17 fights against only 4 fights. So no matter where the losses are, you have to realize this is experience.
Let's throw up to ring announcer Jose Santiago.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep things going here at Clash of the Titans, brought to you by Boswell Promotion. Calling into the blue corner, Quintel Thompson.
Here comes Quintel Thompson, 36 years old, from Columbia, Missouri. 5-11-1, 4 knockouts.
And this is another thing we have to take into consideration. Out of his 5 wins, 4 of them are knockouts. So if he touches you, he can't get rid of you.
Well, he's been giving up a lot of weight here tonight as DaCarree Mactruck Scott.
And his opponent making his way into the red corner, DaCarree Scott.
And if I'm not mistaken, I've seen the kid. I've seen this kid on
DaCarree
Instagram
Scott,
a few times.
4-0, 4 knockouts. We'll get into his story. From Decatur, Georgia, one of the spots that Willie just mentioned. So let's throw up the ring announcer Jose Santiago, who will momentarily formally introduce us to the
All right,
fighters.
ladies and gentlemen, this heavyweight attraction is brought to you by, in association with, Greg Cohen Production. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. The third man inside the ring in charge of the action is George Chick. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 211 pounds. He is a 17-fight veteran with 5 victories, 4 wins coming by way of knockout from Columbia, Missouri, Quintel Thompson. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 256 pounds with 4 victories, all 4 victories coming by way of knockout from Decatur, Georgia, DaCarree Mactruck Scott. Referee in charge with final instructions, George Chick.
Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commandments. Touch gloves, go to the corner. Come out, fight.
22-year-old DaCarree Scott, 4-0, 4 knockouts with the blue and call that white fur. Willie?
It looks good. I know that. I don't know whether it's fur or not, but it looks good.
That's why I asked you about that.
Looks like my Boxino trunks, right? With the fur on the side.
Quintel Thompson, 5-11-1, 36-year-olds from Columbia, Missouri.
Tell you something though, Mactruck, I've watched his highlights on Instagram, and I've watched him stop different guys. So don't let the physique fool you, and the weight, you know, with his height fool you. This guy can fight. He has fast hands, and he's very elusive. Look, yep, see?
He's been
very elusive.
Some of the adjectives to describe him have been massive power, 35. He was a 35-fight amateur. Won the silver in the U.S. Nationals in 2019.
Yeah.
His trainer is Pete
The right hand on the
Crumpler,
top.
and he's going to the body. Thompson's been stopped in 8 of his 11 losses, so let that sink in for a minute.
But he's also won 4 of his 5 by knockout.
Scott, the hard right and down to a knee is Quintel Thompson. Let's see how much longer this goes.
Well, look, Mark, they don't call him Mactruck for no reason. He got that, he earned that name. Oh my God, what a left hook and a right hand by Thompson. By Scott. Got the names mixed up, I'm sorry. To everyone watching at home.
There's a right on the inside and down
right
goes
hand.
Thompson again. This kid could be, he's promoted by Greg Cohen, so, he's a promoted fighter.
Yeah.
And be interesting. Obviously, just 22 years old. I would imagine he will get into better shape, and once he does that, we're going to see what he can do. Right uppercut, another one.
Oh yeah.
Right just misses. Uppercut again. Thompson on the ropes.
Oh.
Hard right and a left inside. Left to the body.
His punch.
Hard
placement.
right, and
Yeah, it should.
Thompson
I think
takes
the
a
ref should
knee.
stop it.
Third knockdown.
I think the
Fight
ref-
over. DaCarree Thompson, win number 5,
Yeah.
knockout number 5.
Yeah. They don't call him Mactruck for any reason. Like he had that name. He earned that
I'm
name.
not standing in front of it.
And listen, I watched him on Instagram. I watched his highlight videos, and what you just saw was not a fluke. He does this on a regular. He does this on a regular.
Let's take a look at some of the action, Willie. There's
That right hand. And what I told you earlier, I said, even though he's a big boy, he has fast hands, and he throws these nice little feints to get you looking one way, and then he catches you the other. Like I said, I'm a fan of this kid. I've watched him on Instagram. I watched his highlight reel sparring. He's very, very skilled, and people let the physique fool him and think this kid can fight. He can fight. He has phenomenal trainers. That right hand was placed perfectly.
Like I said, and let me ask you this. He needs to get, in better shape for him to be really considered an emerging force in the heavyweight division. Do you agree?
And it'll happen. Same thing with Andy Ruiz. It'll happen.
Let's get the time from Jose Santiago.
But yes, it'll happen. It'll happen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes, 18 seconds into round number 1. Referee George Schiff calls a halt to the contest. Your winner by technical knockout, DaCarree Mactruck Scott.
Good fight. Really good.
DaCarree Scott. Impressive. It was quick, but impressive.
Yeah, impressive. Fast hands, man. Fast hands.
He's just 22 years old. He's a baby.
Yeah.
So
Still very young. Still
Greg
so much
Cohen
upside.
can take his time with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, we know how heavyweights they mature a couple years later than everyone else.
He has upside and time on his side. Just keep working. He has a phenomenal corner, has a phenomenal training camp, a phenomenal team. Just keep going. That's all I can say. You ain't doing nothing wrong, young man. Keep going.
So far, we got 5 fights down. We're down to our co-feature and main event.
Yeah.
Next up, we'll see Sean Hep.